It's Wednesday, the 10th of June, and today we're going to be doing a new section. It's called fractions. I think we did a little bit of fractions last term, but now we're going to move on to a fractions wall. So let's take a look. Right, you have a fractions wall in your book for your activity today, okay? And don't panic when you see it. Let me explain it quickly. At the top, we've got one hole. Imagine that this one hole is a block of chocolate, and then at each level we have to divide it between different friends. Here you have to divide it between two friends. So the block of chocolate is cut into halves. There's a half, two pieces. Then going down we divide the chocolate amongst three friends. So it's cut into three pieces, so a third, a third, a third. Here it's cut into four pieces amongst four friends. A fourth, a fourth, a fourth, a fourth. Here 5 friends, a fifth, a fifth, a fifth. And here 6 pieces, here 8 pieces, a sixth, an eighth, and here 10 pieces. Now what's important to note about this fractions wall is to put your ruler on the divisions here. So here we put our ruler on the half division and we see where does it line up with other fractions. As you can see, 1/2 is the same as 2/4. And 1/2 is also the same as 1, 2, 3 sixes. See, there's the line, they line up. It's also the same as 1, 2, 3, 4 eighths. It's also the same as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tenths. So you can move about on your fractions wall in your book and just see put your ruler on the divide lines and see where they match up. See, 1/3 is the same size as 2 sixes. Let's try 1/4. 1/4 is the same as 2 eighths. Now let's try 1/5. 1/5 is the same as 2 tenths. Let's try 1/6. 1/6 doesn't seem to match up with anything here. Now let's try 1/8. Nope. But as you can see, you can just move about and you can try. You can go, well, if I want to know what's the same size as 2/4, you can go and see, 1, 2, 3 sixes. And you can say, what's the same size as 2/5? And you can say, 1, 2, 3, 4 tenths. So move about in your fractions wall, see what works for you. Let's go over some of the questions that are given in this activity today. Your fractions wall in your book looks something like this, and some of the letters have been replaced. Underneath it we have question D. Which is greater, A or F or G? So we go look at A, and there's F and G. So A is obviously bigger than F and G. So you can say A is greater. Then you look at question number D. Are D and E the same as A? Well, let's go and have a look. So they say D and E. So they're saying, are they together? So that would be 2/4, D and E. Are they the same as A? 2/4. Yes, they are the same. D and E, 2/4, are the same as 1/2, which is A. Okay, then let's move on to the next question, number I. Which one is greater, B and C or F, G and H? Well, let's find F, G and H. F, G and H, that would be 3/5. Right? So let's see, that's where they would be. And B and C. B and C would be 2/3. So let's see, F, G and H, which is bigger? Or are they the same? So F, G and H together are bigger than 2/3. So when they ask which is bigger, F, G and H are greater. Let's do the last one. K and L are the same as B, D or H. So let's see K and L there. So that's 2/8. So that would be there. And they want to know, is it the same as B? Well, where's B? B is 1/3. So there's K and L. No, they're not as big as 1/3. Where's D? They are as big as D. So you can say they're as big as D. So let's just check H. H is 1/5. So K and L are not the same size as 1/5, but they are the same size as D, which is 1/4. So those are some of the difficult questions that we're just going through when you have to answer questions about your fractions wall. So just go through carefully, take your ruler, play with it, line, or just put put your ruler on the line and see where it gets you, see which divisions equal each other, and have fun with it. Once you get your eye in to the fractions and the dividing of the parts, you will really not battle with fractions at all. Good luck, grade 3s, and have a wonderful Wednesday.